Hello dear learners, I am Rashmi and today we are going to talk about the work-life balance. What is work-life balance? You might have heard this term widely nowadays. Work-life balance, everybody is working and then they have their own personal life. You have to maintain the balance between these two so that nothing is disturbed. Work life, although work is a part of your life and your life would stop in a kind if you are not working and you are not earning your daily income. So work is a part of life, so you have to somehow maintain this balance between the work and your personal life so everything runs smooth. In this session we are going to talk about managing your time effectively. We will identify what are the causes of stress. We will discuss about the different types of anger management tricks, and then we will see how we have to balance our work with our personal life. So as I said, work is the part of our life. We are working, then we come back home in the evening. That is also life. The time that we are spending in the office is also a part of our life, and then we have a personal life which is uh, after the working hours. So here we are talking about maintaining the balance between these two so that our body is capable of doing everything. The most important term here that I will tell you is that balancing these two will be effective and will bring results on both of them. If you do not carry your things from work to your home and do not carry your things from your home to your work, then the things would be fine. Somehow, you have to be attentive at both the places. You have to attend the emergencies at both the places at some certain time, but otherwise the topics from your personal life, if suppose you are disturbed with something personal that is going on in your life, if you keep on thinking about that thing at your workplace, you will not be able to manage your work effectively. You will not be able to even do your work. You will not be able to concentrate on what you are doing. Similarly, if you bring your anger from your work or something that is not going good at your workplace, if you bring that home, you will be not able to manage your terms at your family, with your relatives. You will not be able to manage them properly. If you will be showing anger from work to the people at home, you will not be able to manage. So keep the things that are to the work, keep it to the work, and the things that belong to your personal life, keep them to the personal life, and divide your time between these two things. So time management, first of all we'll see how do you have to manage your time. Greater productivity and efficiency. Once you manage your time, you will see that your productivity has increased and your efficiency is increased. If you are giving a dedicated time to one particular task, you are able to do it efficiency efficiently. Then you will have a better professional reputation. If you have assigned yourself a task and you have committed that you will be completing it within 2 hours and you do it, you will have a good reputation. But if you spend 4 hours or 5 hours in a task that you are doing, that you have committed for 2 hours only, your reputation will get disturbed. Less stress. If you are managing your time, you will not be stressed because your things are not going beyond the scheduled time, so you'll not be stressed about it. Then it will increase the opportunities for advancement. Why? Because you will get some spare time. You will see what new things are available in the market today. How do you have to enhance your skills, how do you have to go for new ideas, implement them. So managing your time will also increase the opportunity for advancement. Then you will have the greater opportunities to achieve your career goals. Suppose you someday you decide that now I'm going to work for this particular company. This is my objective, that I have to get a job in this particular company. But now you are busy in something else. Maybe you are taking a course or you are working in some other job that you are not liking, but you have a goal that you have decided that I'm going to do this. If you manage your time, if you complete your tasks within the scheduled time that you have decided for the tasks, then you will get enough time and you will pursue the opportunities that you are planning about. Practice. How do you practice it? So these things we have discussed, that okay, this would be the effect of time management, this would be the result of time management, but how do you do it actually? So these are some basic tricks. You might have learned about different ways of time management. Beyond them, these are some simple tricks that will help you in manage your time, simply. Carry a diary. You should keep a diary with yourself and maintain a record of all the activities that you are going to do for this particular week. If you have everything listed in your diary, you will be knowing that okay, this is that you have to do. Okay, so practice. How do you practice it? You just keep a diary with yourself and maintain a record of all the activities that you are going to do for a week. If you have the list of all the activities, you will see and you will not spend time in thinking, what do I have to do today? Suppose someday you wake up and you know that you slept with lot of ideas in your mind, and you were having a lot of things to do, but from where do you start? Sometimes you do not have an idea where to begin with. These are a lot of many activities and I have to complete them in time. So if you have the list of all the activities, you have maintained that record with you, you will be knowing that this is what I have to achieve today and in this week, and based on this priority I shall pick this one, and let's complete these all things one by one and let's get rid of them. Then schedule appointments within yourself and create time blocks. Sometimes when especially you have a lot of things to do, you do not get time to plan the execution. How do you have to do it, and beyond this, what are the other things that I have to do, what are the important things that I have to achieve. So give yourself one particular block of time every day. Schedule an appointment with yourself. If it is not possible every day, do it for a week. Keep dedicated time for yourself. If you are appointing time for yourself, that is going to happen. I would suggest to do this every day. Even if you are not writing in the diary, just spend some time with your own self. Identify the things that you are going to do, whatever you have achieved till now, compliment yourself for the achievements, and then go further for the next ones. Then schedule time for interruptions. This is really important factor of the time management. Why? Because when we plan things, we put time for everything. This I'm going to do in 2 hours, this I'm going to do in 5 hours. We have scheduled everything, but sometimes if a delay occurs, I spent a little more time in one particular task, or maybe I took a break in between. I was not feeling well, I took a break, I went for a tea and everything, and that took my half hour. Now my schedule is disturbed. Now because I have taken that half hour other than what I have planned to, now my schedule is disturbed. I am not able to achieve what I was planning to achieve in today, in these particular hours that I have scheduled. So schedule time for interruptions. When you are planning, when you are putting all the things in the list, that this is one I have to do in 2 hours, this is the next item that I have to do in 1 hour, but in between that, keep half an hour or 1 hour for a break. For whatsoever reasons, if your commitment is disturbed, if your task is delayed, the rest of the tasks, the items that are on your task list would not get disturbed, because you have already planned something for the interruption. Then prepare your schedule. Always, as I said, list all the activities that you are going to do. If you have that already, it would be easier to pick them up one by one and then achieve them. Then schedule a time to answer email and return phone calls. Now that also might be happening with you. Usually, sometimes an email comes up that you have to respond at it, and it takes a lot of time to compose that email. Sometimes you get a phone call which is really, really important, and you start discussing something and you spend 15-20 long minutes on that particular phone call. But now you have so packed scheduled, you have kept all these activities so tight that okay, these are all these things that I'm going to achieve today, all these things I'm going to complete today, but now this phone call has disturbed me. So just like interruptions, keep time for these things also. Identify based on your routine, what happened yesterday, what happened the last week. Identify what are the basic interruptions that are interrupting you from doing your work, or what are the similar activities that you are not putting in your plan, but those are happening in routine. So keep them in your list. Try to schedule some time for those activities also. Now let's talk about stress. what happens when you do not do these things that we have talked about? If you do not manage your time, if you do not achieve your goals, you are stressed, you take tension about those things, that why I am not able to do this. I have planned so good, I was planning to achieve these things today, I had a wonderful schedule, I was going to complete all these things in a week, and I am working, and I'm working hard, I'm working really hard, I'm putting all my efforts to identify, to achieve whatever I have planned to. I am really working hard towards that, but still I'm not able to perform, I am not able to get the output. Why? Because I'm stressed. So when you are stressed, your work opportunities get disturbed. Why are you stressed? You are stressed because of all the responsibilities that you have. You are stressed because your performance orientation competition is increasing. You sometimes see that I am doing this thing in 4 hours, the other person is doing that thing in 2 hours, or maybe I am working at a salary of 1 lakh per month, but the other person is working at 2 lakh per month. So these things, the competition, when the competition increases, when you compare yourself with somebody else, the stress increases. Here I would like to take a moment and explain you very simple trick to get out of the stress. If you have stress based on this particular point, just stop comparing yourself with other people. Compare yourself with your own previous self. What you were yesterday, compare yourself with that. Compare that yesterday I was like this, I was a person who was not able to do this and this thing, but now I have that capability, now I have learned to do things. This is going to boost up your confidence every day, and you will see that the output has really become efficient, and you are able to achieve all the things in a simple manner. The stress would be removed. And here are the ways, how do you have to manage the stress. If you have stress based out of other all the things that we have talked about, there might be different reasons of stress, not just the competition, there might be different reasons that cause stress. What are the stress management tricks, and what are the reasons that uh, you know put some amount of the stress inside you? Your lifestyle, you might be stressed about your lifestyle, that this is the kind of lifestyle that I was planning to have, but I'm not able to achieve it. Your thoughts can give you stress. You might sometimes think that I am not able to perform something, or I am not a good person, things like that. Negative thoughts can increase stress, so just keep your thoughts positive and you can manage all the stress that you have. Then your emotions, sometimes you might be sad about something. Sometimes you might have seen that people become sad at anything they are presented, and some of them are usually happy, some of them keep on enjoying things that come their way. So your emotions play a solid role in your stress management. Then the way you deal with the problems, the way you deal with the problems is the very initial step of stress management. When a problems come your way, just don't hesitate, just face that with all your smile and effort, and that problem would go away. You will definitely find a solution if you are in a mood to solve that problem. But on the other hand, if you are in a mood that, oh, I'm facing this problem, I don't think I'll be able to do this, or I don't think I'll be able to perform good today because I am facing this problem at home, or maybe I'm not feeling good about something, then definitely you are not going to manage your stress and manage your activities. So if you handle the problem, okay, what is the problem, let me solve it, just present yourself in a manner, in a confident manner, and then just be ready to solve all the problems. Now these are some of the unhealthy ways of coping up with the stress. When you have stress, it is very easy to take these ways, and you, for the particular moment, you would feel that okay, the stress has gone. You might start smoking, you might start drinking, you might start binging on junk, zoning out for hours in front of the TV or computer. You sleep too much, you start procrastinating, you fill up every minute of the day to avoid facing problems. These are the simple ways to run away from stress. These are the way, those are very easy. If you have stress, if you are in a bad mood, you just switch on TV and you keep on watching TV for 2 hours. Why? Because I'm not feeling good. So this is not going to solve your problem. For those 2 hours, you might feel good. You might have forgotten all the worries that you were having. Similarly with smoking or drinking. For those particular moments that you are doing these activities, you might forget that, okay, I was having these problems. But what after that? Are you going to watch TV for the rest of your life? No. Are you going to keep on drinking for the rest of your life? No. Sometime you would stop, but your problems would be there. Those would not be solved. These are the just ways to run away from the stress, not solving it. There are some more ways, like withdrawing from friends and families. You just stop talking to your friends and family and you go into depression that I am having stress. So this is not going to manage your stress. This is not going to take you out of the problem. For a while you will feel good, but otherwise those things would be there. You might start using drugs, pills to relax. You might take out your stress on others. You might lash out on people. You might get angry. You might start physical violence. These are just the simple ways to hide that stress for a while. You are bursting out it on other people, but you are not solving it. So do not try these methods if you are in stress. I would strictly say that yes, do not try these methods when you are in stress. These are not going to help you out at all. Then what are the ways to manage stress? So you must be having a question, okay, that you have told me that these are the things that you don't have to do. Then what should I do? I feel good when I drink. I feel good when I watch TV, but I don't feel good when I have stress. So what you should do? Put on some music. There must be a music form that you like. Put that music on and just start dancing. They say that you should dance like nobody is watching. Whether you know dancing or not, just start dancing. You will feel, just try it once, and you will feel that the stress is moving out. You are feeling good. Yes, I agree that this thing again also is not going to solve your problem. The problem that you have to find a solution for that. But instead of drinking, while drinking makes you feel better for a while, dancing would also make you feel better for a while in a healthy way. It would not destroy your body, rather it would make your body efficient. Your body will get active. These are the simple ways that you will enjoy also, and that will not harm your body. Take your dog for a walk. When you go out with your dog for a walk, that can be one easy way to skip away from the stress. Walk or cycle to the grocery store. You are going somewhere, you have to purchase something. That is again a task in your list, that you have to purchase all these things today. You are going to get these things by today. You walk to that particular store. Don't take a cab, you walk, or just take a cycle. Enjoy the surrounding and you will feel the stress is going out. Use the stairs. Nowadays you prefer a lift or an elevator. Skip that for a while. Use stairs. Spend some time with yourself. Look at the surrounding, look at the environment, and you will feel good about this. The problem that you are having, you will forget that for a while, and with the new energy you will be ready to face that problem and solve that problem. Some other ways of managing the stress are park your car at the farthest spot. As I said, nowadays we prefer a lift or an elevator, or the cabs to move from one place to another. Try walking. When you go to a mall, you try to find a spot which is just next to the lift. No, don't do that. Park it at the farthest spot and then walk through your way. You will, why I am saying this, you will try and see at the surrounding. You will find a lot of people. You will see people, you will interact with people. Sometimes you will see people who are not doing so good, and then you will appreciate all that you have. You will feel that I am better than them. Sometimes you will feel, you will see people who are doing really good, who are really happy in their life, and you will see that if they are, then why cannot I? See, that is the way to face life. That is the way to start every new day. So you will be happy about things. Look at people, just appreciate your surroundings. Then pair up with an exercise partner and encourage each other as you work out. If you are not committed to yourself, if you try and decide that you are going to exercise every day now for at least 1 hour in the morning, but next morning you are lazy and you don't start it, so pair up with someone. Tell someone that let's do it together, and then motivate each other. If you are not ready, let the other person call you and say, let's go for the exercise. If he or she is not ready, then you call them and tell them, let's go for the exercise. Don't skip that routine. Then play different activities that you want to, different activities that you are good at, different kind of games like ping pong you can play. You can play on any kind of activity based video games with your kids. Try to use some games, those are helpful, other than just having some output-less games. Those are available today. Just try to do something which is really, really keeping you active. Then engage socially. This is also, as I said, look at people, face people, meet with different people. When you engage socially, you will feel good about it. You would avoid the unnecessary stress. Sometimes this stress is really, really unnecessary. You should not be having stress for useless reasons, different reasons. As I said, sometimes you might start comparing yourself with somebody else, that he or she is having such a beautiful pair of shoes, I don't have them. You should not be stressed about these things. Everybody has a different style, different choices. They might have those things might or might not look good at you, and you might not have certain things that other people have. They might not have certain things that you have. So don't compete yourself with other people. Compete yourself with your own self, and keep on increasing your skill set every day. Avoid the stressor. Sometimes you bring stress to your way. How? If somebody is telling you to do something that you are not capable of, and you just, because you can't say no. If somebody, say your friend only, if your friend is asking you a favor, but you don't know how to do it, still because he or she is your friend, you say, okay, I'll try to do it. But when you are not able to achieve it, you feel stressed. So learn to say no. Learn to say no when it is really required, and when you are not capable of doing something, just say no in a polite manner. Avoid people who stress you out. You must be having some friends who keep on saying you things that bring you stress. For example, even if you do not compare yourself with somebody else, your friend might keep on saying you, hey, you are not looking good today, see the other person, he or she is really looking good today. Or maybe, what kind of dress you are wearing, see his or her dress, how beautifully he or she is dressed. They keep on comparing. Or maybe they just, even without comparing, they can say you some things like, no, you are not able to do this thing, while you know that you are confident enough and you will be able to achieve something. But just because your friend says that, no, I don't think you will be able to do this, so you might also start thinking, why is he, is he or she saying this, that I will not be able to do it? Maybe I will not be able to do it. So they give you the stress, which was not there in the first place, and which you were not supposed to have in the first place. You were really, really confident about what you were going to do. So avoid such kind of people. With time, you will definitely identify that these are the people who are bringing me stress. Just avoid them. Take control of your environment. If you do not feel good in some environment, suppose for example you do not like drinking at all, but you are in a group of people who are drinking, try to move out. So you can take control of your environment. You just don't have to stay in an environment that you don't like and that is bringing you stress. Just move out of there and take control of what and where you are. Then adapt to stress. Now, what does this mean? Reframe problems, look at the big picture, adjust your standards. Sometimes stress is not really the stress. What I mean is the situation that you are feeling is a stress to you, is not really a stress. You have already seen something like this. You have solved a problem like this in past, but now you are taking stress about it. No, you just have to see that, okay, I have done this. Or maybe if you think that certain thing is a problem, sometimes that might not be a problem to you. Try to think, what if this is going to do something better for you? For example, if you have to study a chapter of science, and you have to complete it within some time, you have an exam today, and you think that you are stressed about it, but the big picture is that you are learning some new things. It is not just restricted to the exam that you have tomorrow. You are learning some things that might be useful in your life in future. So that is the big picture. When you look at the things these way, you will really feel good about it. Oh, I'm not preparing for the exam. This is something that I'm learning. Oh, this feels really good. Oh, this was the information. Oh, so that's how it would become a thing of interest for you, and you will not be really feeling stressed about it. Adjust your standards. So similarly, you have to see that this is within my standards and this is what I can achieve and accomplish. Just keep it to that particular limit only, and you will feel that everything is going good. Then accept the things you cannot change. Most of the stress is brought by this thing, the things that we need, the things that we want but we don't really need, and we just have expectations. So sometimes you have to accept. For example, you know that you take this much time in completing things. For example, you schedule your tasks in a day, and you say, okay, I'm going to sleep for 8 hours, and then I have to complete this thing, but this is going to take me more than 16 hours, but after sleeping for 8 hours I have got 16 hours only. What should I do? I have to complete it within this time frame only, and you be stressed about it. You should know that there are 24 hours in a day and you cannot change it. You have to plan accordingly. Either start early or take some more time. Plan accordingly. So these are some things that you cannot change. Look for the upside. Look for the betterment. Look what is the good thing in that. And then learn to forgive. If you are really not happy with somebody that is bringing stress to your life, this thing is bringing stress to your life, that somebody has done some damage to me and I'm not happy about it, you just learn to forgive, just keep it where it was and just move on. So this will reduce the amount of stress that you have in your life. Then you should find time for fun and relaxation. You should find some time that will help you in relaxing. You should keep up with your sense of humor, try joking around, try laughing on all these simple things, and try to do something that you enjoy. Keep some time frame out for that particular activity that you enjoy, and do it every day. Then keep a happy and healthy lifestyle. You should have a healthy diet. You should reduce the amount of caffeine and sugar that you are having. You should avoid alcohol, cigarettes and drugs, and you should get enough sleep that is required for you. So these are the simple ways that will keep you healthy and out of stress. Then what is anger management? Anger anger could be physical or mental. Anger could affect your career. Anger could affect your relationship with others. What are the clues that suggest to manage this anger? What are the clues that will help you identify that you are angry at this particular moment? You have a really hard time in compromising. You don't compromise easily with things. You have trouble in expressing your emotions other than anger. You get angry easily, but you do not show people that you are feeling good. You do not appreciate things easily. So that means you have a situation of anger. Your view to different opinions as a personal challenge. Different when somebody is expressing a different view, you take that personally. Suppose you say that I really like this device, I really like this mobile device, but the other person says that I don't like this mobile device that you are having, my mobile device is better than you. Then you take that personally, and that gives you anger. So this is really you know um, uh, bad for your health and for your anger. That is just a personal choice. Just understand that is the personal choice. They do not like this device, but you do. There is nothing bad in this. You might have your own personal choices, somebody other might have their own personal choices. Don't take that as a personal challenge. You should recognize that you are in anger, and you should be alert with these warning signs. So what should you do? Note how anger feels in your body when you are angry. Sometimes you know that this time I am angry. Know what is going around in your body, and then next time when you feel the similar thing in your body, you will identify that okay, now I am in anger and I should control it. Then identify negative thought patterns that trigger anger. So sometimes what causes anger? Sometimes you see something negative that brings you anger. You know that this thing is going to bring me anger. Skip that. Keep distance from that. Then recognize the situations that trigger anger. Similarly, if somebody is doing something that brings you anger, you know, why is he or she doing that thing? Now it is again their personal choice, it is their life, they might do whatever they want to. Just don't look at them. If you don't like what you are doing, don't look at them. That would reduce your anger. Don't get angry because of what somebody else is doing. Learn ways to diffuse anger. Now, if you have anger, sometimes you might not avoid the situations that bring you anger. If you are in anger, these are the ways to diffuse that anger. You should exercise. Exercise relieves stress. It would also lower your blood pressure and it would improve your mood. Then focus on how your body feels when you exercise. You will really, as I said, you know, if you try dancing, if you start exercising, you will really feel that your body is loving it, your body is enjoying, and your anger is decreasing. So those are the ways how you manage stress and how you manage anger. We have already discussed, if you connect with your friends and family, you connect with more and more people, you can manage stress. You could find and practice the relaxation techniques, and then you should adopt a healthy lifestyle. For that one particular moment that you are having the anger, what should you do at that particular time? The ideas we have already discussed were the ideas to keep your anger in control. But suppose now you are in anger, these are the things that you should do to, you know, to decrease that anger for this particular moment. Focus on the physical sensations of anger. Take some deep breaths. Use your senses. Then stretch or massage the areas of tension. Slowly count to 10. Start counting and you'll see the anger is going. Take a moment to think about the situation. What is happening? Why are you getting angry? Maybe this is right. Ask yourself, is my response appropriate to the situation? If you know, if you are angry at somebody, just analyze the situation and just see whether am I doing right. I'm just getting angry on this person. This person might be my mother, my father, my spouse, my friend, my family, whoever he or she is. Whether this person is more important or the situation, what they are saying might be right. It's not how I am looking at it. So just analyze that and you will see that your anger is going down. That is all. Just live a healthy life. Use these ideas in your daily routine and manage your anger, manage your stress, and you'll see that you have already maintained a balance within your work life and your personal life, and your life is going smoothly. Thank you so much.